confidence. It's one of those words that we carry around like it's a golden key to the life we want. We think, if only I had more confidence, I would speak up. I would take the leap. I would be fearless. But here's the truth. Most of the people you admire, most of the people you think of as confident, weren't born that way. They didn't wake up one day with certainty in their bones. They felt the same doubts, the same trembling in their voice, the same whisper in their head that said, "You're not enough." And yet, they showed up. That's the secret. Confidence isn't about eliminating fear or insecurity. It's about moving forward with them. It's about saying, I may not have all the answers. I may not feel ready, but I am willing to try. We've been taught to think of confidence as a destination, something we arrive at once we've achieved enough, once we've perfected ourselves, once we've earned the right to take up space. But what if confidence isn't the absence of doubt? What if it's the practice of showing up in our imperfection and saying, I'm here, I matter. My voice matters. I want you to imagine the moments in your life when you've held back. Maybe it was staying quiet in a meeting even though you had a brilliant idea. Maybe it was passing on an opportunity because you didn't feel ready. Maybe it was hiding a part of who you are because you were afraid it wouldn't be accepted. That's not because you lacked confidence. It's because you believed the lie that confidence is something you have to earn. But let me offer you something different. Confidence isn't earned. It's practiced. It's built one choice at a time. Every time you step into the arena of your own life, even when your hands are shaking, even when your voice cracks, even when your knees feel like they could give way. The people we call confident are not fearless. They're just willing. Willing to be seen. Willing to be heard. Willing to risk getting it wrong. And when we choose willingness over perfection, something remarkable happens. We grow into the confidence we thought we needed to start with. So today, I want to invite you to set down the weight of perfection. Set down the belief that you have to feel ready before you begin. Confidence isn't a lightning bolt that strikes you. It's a flame you kindle by showing up, by speaking up, by stepping forward exactly as you are. And the beautiful, liberating truth is this: you don't have to be confident to live with confidence. You just have to begin. Perfect. I'll expand it into a fuller, story-driven intro that stays true to the vulnerable, grounded, and deeply human style you want. This will naturally stretch to about 45 minutes of spoken voiceover confidence. It's one of those words we throw around like it's a magic ingredient. We imagine that if we had it, everything would change. We'd raise our hands in meetings. We'd walk into rooms without second guessing ourselves. We'd finally take the risks we've been dreaming about. But when we look in the mirror, most of us don't see confident staring back at us. We see hesitation. We see the cracks. We hear the voice in our head whispering, "Don't mess this up." I want you to picture a moment in your own life when you wished you had more confidence. Maybe it was the first time you walked into a new job and everyone else seemed smarter, sharper, more put together than you. Maybe it was sitting across from someone you admired, trying to find the right words to prove you belonged at that table. Or maybe it was something as simple as speaking up in class or posting something honest online, but the fear of judgment kept you silent. In those moments, it's easy to believe the story that confidence is something other people have, that it's reserved for the bold, the outgoing, the unshakable. But here's the truth: confidence isn't about being fearless or flawless. It's about being willing to step into the room even if your heart is pounding, willing to speak even when your voice trembles, willing to risk being seen as you are, not as the polished version of yourself you wish you could be. We've been sold this idea that confidence is the absence of insecurity. That once we finally feel good enough, once we look the part, once we achieve enough, then we'll deserve to feel confident. But confidence doesn't come after the fact. It comes in the doing. It's built in the small, shaky moments when we show up anyway. Think about a time you did something that terrified you, maybe a presentation, a tough conversation, an interview, or even admitting how much something mattered to you. Do you remember that electric rush afterward? That moment when you thought, I can't believe I actually did that. That's confidence, not the absence of fear, but the courage to walk with it. Confidence doesn't ask us to be perfect. It asks us to be present. It asks us to bring our imperfect selves to the table, to trust that who we are, even with the messiness, the doubts, the fears, is still enough to take the next step. The people we see as confident, they're not superheroes. They don't have some secret formula. They just practice being willing to look foolish, willing to try again after failing, willing to believe that their presence, their perspective, their contribution has value. And here's the liberating truth: you don't have to wait until you become confident to start living boldly. You don't have to fake some polished version of yourself to earn the right to be here. You don't need to silence your fear. You just need to carry it with you, one step at a time. Because confidence isn't a destination, it's a practice. It's the choice to step forward again and again, even when you feel like you're not ready. And when you do, you'll discover that you don't need to be confident to live with confidence. You just need to begin.